Yo, how's it going, guys? KPR here, bringing you guys another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Black Ops 6. I came back to this game because honestly, I was somewhat tired of playing PvE games, and the only actual PvP game I had was Moral Rivals, at least the one I was willing to go back on, and I was somewhat starting to get bored, so I was like, you know what? Alright, I'll update Black Ops 6. It was like, I think 60 gigabytes. I was like, bruh, but oh well. I got it done, and then I hopped back on it. It actually wasn't too bad of an experience going back onto it. I was really surprised as well because the community also seems really abundant, and last time I played there was like a few cheaters from time to time, and I was like, dude, this is really annoying, but I haven't noticed any in multiplayer. I'm sure Warzone there's still a bunch, and the reason because of that is due to PC being able to cheat much easier. And that really sucks because when I hopped on Warzone, I want to say a few months ago, I ran into cheaters insanely fast, and they weren't even trying to hide it, which was the more annoying part. And of course, I reported them. I don't think you get any notifications whether the person was actually banned or not, but either ways, they should let you know whether someone was banned, especially with stuff like that. It's pretty annoying, just so you also know that your report actually somewhat made a difference and got that loser banned. Now, something I don't really like that Black Ops 6 is doing is that they're not really adding too many game modes, and I could kind of see an excuse or like a reason why they're not adding it, so they don't allegedly split the fan base up with all those game modes they got. But the other thing is they got like the quick play thing, and you can select the amount of game modes you want. You can literally put all of them, or you can put one or two game modes. It's whatever you want. So they could definitely do that and just add other modes like capture the flag. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of right now that I actually like playing in COD. Well, maybe also like a war mode, but I know they would actually need to work on that for a while, which kind of sucks because in Modern Warfare 3, we only got like two, or not even two new maps. I think it was just one new map, and that's it for war mode. And it was pretty fun if you guys actually played that mode. No score streaks, and you guys would have to complete objectives or defend the objective in order for the team to not progress through the map, and those matches will last quite a while, and I would be getting my battle pass insanely quick. I would say I would have it done within 2 months at most, and I would say that game mode wouldn't really get boring for me until, you know, months already passed by. I think it was like 4 to 5 into the cycle, and they still hadn't even added one war map, and I was like, bruh, this is pretty annoying. I thought they were going to actually be somewhat focusing on this, but then they added it way later, and I'm just like, dude, like, it was a pretty solid map as well that they added, but they could have added it way earlier. We had to wait so long for this, and I'm sure it already kicked off a few people from queuing up that mode, especially because they didn't really advertise that they were going to add a new war map. And I was like, bro, I really fell in love with this mode due to World War II, the COD, of course. And that one, they would add one new map each DLC, and then they would change it up a bit. Personally, I didn't really try out that many of the war maps in that game just because I stopped playing it insanely fast. I got bored of it, except for Gridiron. That was the only game mode I kept going back into. But anyways, yeah, they could definitely do a lot with that war mode, and it could definitely have a bunch of people playing that, especially for hours on end. They just got to be really innovative with it. And even if they were really lazy with it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would go to it just because it's something new. It's a new way to play the game. You have to do these objectives, you have to progress through the map and stuff like that. But since they don't really do that as often now, and when they do add the mode, they don't really pay too much attention to it, so it just goes stale for most insanely fast. Now, what I'm really hoping for the next COD is that they actually do add quite a bit of game modes to it. It's like, dude, all the game modes you guys are planning on releasing way later down the line, just add them right away. There is no point in holding on to them until then, because they can choose what game modes they want to select. They have a huge selection, and that's really good for the game in my opinion, because there are a lot of options for you to choose from. If you don't like doing this or in game mode, oh, okay, cool, we got this other one. you know, domination, and well, domination is always gonna be in the game. Like demolition, I know a lot of people actually like that, and they added it later into the life cycle in this game as well. It's like, dude, just add it right away. A lot of people like this game mode, they're going to flock to it regardless, and they can just put it into the quick play section. So honestly, there's no true excuse in not adding all the game modes that they are planning on releasing, unless it's a very specific event for it. Other than that, there is no true excuse because they can select what game modes they want. They can literally put on all of them. Usually I have 7 game modes on. It's like, dude, it's going to cycle through all of them, and I know I'm going to enjoy it, and it won't get stale fast since I have a huge selection of game modes I can go through. Now, what could be like mid are the maps, which I believe Black Ops 6 has some pretty mid maps, and it really sucks because I really like playing huge maps, but only if it's game modes like Capture the Flag or Gridiron, because they can be really intense when you're trying to capture the flag or when you're trying to make the ball into the enemy's goal. So yeah, it just really sucks that most of the game modes in the, or not game modes, my fault, most of the maps in this game are really mid, and they're just very huge for no good reason. And I'm like, bro, they could definitely tune these maps a lot, and they could just make them way smaller, but they don't, which is what sucks. Another game mode I actually do like playing on huge maps as well is Search and Destroy and Search and Rescue, which hasn't been added in a really long time. I'm surprised because I'm pretty sure that was one of the most popular game modes in Ghost, but I could be wrong. Now, I know I said I liked the game when I was playing it again, and the main factor to that is because I had to unlock most of the weapons that I missed out on, which were like 6 or 7. And I'm still unlocking a few, but then I saw some of the weapons, I'm like, they seem pretty mid, so I don't really want to unlock those. So I unlocked the ones that I thought I would have fun with, that being the nail gun, the D1 sector, a tombstone, I forgot, it's like the fang, and then there was a few more, but I forgot their names. It was an assault rifle and a submachine gun, and I'm having fun leveling up those weapons because they actually feel different than the guns they already have. Now, that is a good thing to do, but here's my little problem with it, or not little. You know what? I'll just do a different video about it because it's just a whole Treyarch problem in general. It's not just because of these DLC weapons. But most of the guns in this game, I felt like they just felt the same. They didn't really feel too different from one another, and most of the time I was right because it would just be a few damage numbers off from the other weapon I was comparing it to. I'm like, bro, that is insane. So it's really stupid in my opinion. And another thing I actually don't like when I came back to this game is that there is no Magnum. They haven't added no new pistols or no new launchers. I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? I thought they were at least going to add one Magnum to the game, so my ass could actually be using it almost the entire time. But no, they didn't add no Magnum. I was like, bro, that is stupid, because I love having one shot secondaries, because most of the time they take actual skill to use and not just like a marksman rifle or sniper. Someone takes skill, so I'm not going to say snipers. Most of the time it really is marksman rifles that take less skill than it because they naturally are going to have a faster ADS speed. But anyways, yeah, it's just so insane that there is no new secondary. There are new specials, and that being the D1 sector, the nail gun, and the Olympia. And I'm surprised, why the hell is the Olympia a special weapon? It should be a freaking shotgun. Like, it is a shotgun, but it was just really lazy what they did, because all you get to choose from are 2 attachments, and they're both just like sawed off attachments. So you're gonna get a sawed off barrel, and then you're gonna get a no stock attachment. It's like, bruh, what the hell? They could have done way more with it, but they were just being lazy for sure. All right, but anyways, I'm still having fun with it, my dudes. I really don't want to keep on ranting about the game because I am enjoying my time on it once more. But I will have another video up soon, somewhat exposing all the DLC weapons for Treyarch, because it's so stupid that I just recognize this pattern. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are still playing the game, if you guys are having fun with it, and hopefully the matches are going much better for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you guys are enjoying the content, please subscribe. With that being said, have a good day and stay safe. Later.